This video is a feast for the eyes, showcasing the incredible Seven Anchorage in a low-wind day that turned the lagoon into a giant swimming pool. Our greatest challenge was to keep the chain from tangling and getting caught on coral bommies. It's only been a few days in this beautiful anchorage here in Tahanea North, but our friends have left this morning and we've got some southeast wind, so we are going to move across the atoll that way to the Seven Anchorage.
This particular spot has a submerged reef. It looks exactly like Seven, and not just any Seven. It has seraphs and it's like the fanciest font that you've ever seen. But this place, you have to go at a certain time. You can't just go anytime. Your protection is going to be from southerly winds. So this is a great spot for us to go to get protection from the fetch. As far as the wind's concerned, you're not going to get much protection there. It's also really remote, and those are the places that we love the most. There are several islands that are close by that are supposed to be really interesting, like bird sanctuaries, and I think that there's a research base down there. And it's about 7.5 miles across the atoll. There are some areas down there which are good for snorkeling. And man, the water viz is supposed to be amazing. And we've got about 3 days that we can stay there. And we're hoping, this is not a common anchorage for people to go to. Most people just hang out up top near the pass, but we're hoping that we're going to be the only ones there. We love being in beautiful remote anchorages and having us be the only ones, and hopefully that's going to happen.
It's going to be epic. See. Really interesting difference between Tahanea and Raroya. There are very few bommies in here, where Raroya had 1,800. Tahanea has very few. Start to a beautiful day, a day that's going to be really unique here on Tahanea. Very rarely do we get these kinds of no-wind days. It is just amazing. These kinds of days are so rare here, with the trade winds always blowing, that to get to see the reef so clearly is unbelievable.
How is it out there?
Oh man, it's so clear, it's crazy.
Oh my goodness, today's been the best day ever. Eileen and Brown accidentally mixed some pancake mix, thinking it was cake mix, the other day. So we had it in the fridge, we have to use it up. Never eat pancakes, love them though. And we made pancakes. There's the end of it. And here's like a homemade yogurt and honey sauce to dip it in. A little bit more healthy than pancakes are, very tasty. And then, oh my goodness, look at that bacon. Honestly, I haven't had bacon in a couple of years. It's been that long. So we found this in Hivo, the French grocery store, and I'm just like all over it. And it's just, what a treat. Today, we have a very low wind day, and when it's a low wind day, the boat kind of moves in all different directions because you don't have the steady wind coming from one direction, keeping the anchor chain taut. So what happens is the boat just kind of meanders around. Let me show you on the Anchor app kind of what's going on. So if you look at this, we were here last night and now we're just kind of aimlessly drifting around. And the problem with that is the chain is going to be drifting around also, and there are bommies everywhere down here. We have one area closer to the chain that normally would not be touching coral, but it is now because there's no wind, which is a great thing for going out and exploring, but not good for the anchor chain. So Eileen right now is going to take this fender and she is going to attach it to the chain that's down there and just lift the chain up just enough so it goes over the coral. And this way, when the wind changes, the boat will move into more of a predictable location, and the chain that's going from the anchor to the boat will be lifted, so every time we move in the boat, the anchor chain will move with it and not touch the coral. So she's going down and she has all of this line. What she's going to do is take it and loop it up underneath the chain, and then she's going to pull it up, and she's going to have kind of a pulley system going to where she can pull this float, this fender, down further and further so it starts lifting the chain. And there she is. How deep is it?
Like 35 feet.
It does not look like it at all. Good job. You like it?
Yeah, so the chain is off the ground now completely, which I'm very happy about. I have a long enough line to be able to attach it, so I'm going to go down and do that.
So if we swing, is the chain going to get caught at all?
Should be okay.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm so happy with our chain floats. I know we've got a lot of them, but the chain is not on the coral. That's the most important thing. So happy. Literally like a swimming pool. The day was truly magical, with the word wow flowing out of our mouths all day long as we watched in awe of the changing scene around us. I was really hopeful that this would finally be the right day where we could capture a video of our boat levitating. The conditions seemed to be perfect, and thankfully, before the day was over, on the third flight of the drone, I was finally able to catch Blown Away levitating 40 feet over the coral bommies below her. Wow, what a picture. What a memory. All right, we are off. Gonna check out some of the islands near here and maybe a bird sanctuary on one of those islands.
Nice not being in a hurry. It's nice to stand by itself.
Yeah.
Look at this water.
Well, this is just a beautiful find. Look at the color of the water. The clarity is incredible. A lot deeper than we thought it was going to be. We could have easily driven the dinghy in here, but instead we're walking it in. Blown Away is over there. We're all on our own. And wow, this is incredible. Oh, I wish you could smell the amazing aroma that's coming from this island, from these beautiful trees right here that have these flowers on them. This just smells amazing. They look like our boat, all the bright colors. Looking for some coconuts. Hopefully not death by coconut though. Yeah. Wonder if they have a metal spike at the hut.
Sure they do.
It was the perfect day to explore the small motus east of the Seven Anchorage. These small islands are known to be nesting grounds for the endangered Tuamotus sandpiper and other birds like the blue-footed booby and masked booby. While we carefully walked around the outside of two of the islands, we spotted many nesting masked boobies, the eggs clearly visible under them. Amazingly, the nursery theme also permeated the shallow waters close to the shore, with many juvenile species, including sharks, rays, fish, and eels seen there. While it's still so beautiful outside, we're gonna go take a swim, check the chain, and do a little snorkeling and see how things are in the area around our boat. Super light wind day. Today, not so much. It's probably 15 to 18 knots of wind. So our anchor chain has been pulled taut, and we want to make sure that the chain isn't stuck somewhere or caught on coral. It shouldn't be, based upon where we put the balls and what it looked like yesterday, but it never hurts to go in and check it out. So Brown's gonna go in and get some footage of what it looks like when the chain is really being pulled. Brown said the visibility is absolutely amazing. That float right there has no force on it because the wind is so strong, it's pulling the chain tight. So that one is gonna be completely loose. That's good. Brown said he didn't have to move any chain at all, which is just so awesome. All right, babe, so what did you see?
First of all, the visibility is like 300-400 feet. Just amazing, makes it all so easy. And then first thing you can notice is that it's pulled taut. And our buoys are spaced perfectly. Each part of the chain gets pulled up equidistant. And there's a bommy that looks like it's gonna get caught if you look at it from overhead. But if you come down sideways to it, you can tell if we swing to the east that it's easily going to clear it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This morning we're going to go visit the islands on the other side of the anchorage and see if we can find some more bird nesting sites.
Beautiful! Man, wouldn't you just like to spend a day right here?
We were doing some island exploration and we just stopped at a sandbar to take some drone footage. Wow, that was pretty incredible. The view from above is amazing and the sandbar kind of is just reinventing itself all the time. It's quite beautiful. And now we're at a couple of motus. We're gonna check them out, being really careful about the bird life here. This one doesn't look like it has so many birds on it, but we're gonna walk around and find out. So this mama is nesting right here. She's got eggs under her. She probably buried them in the sand. I don't know if I can see them. Oh, I can see the eggs. It's interesting, they're all standing today. Look at them go. Wow, look at the current. It's amazing. We had an amazing time enjoying and exploring the beauty of the Seven Anchorage, but now that the east winds were returning, it was time to move to a more protected area in the morning.